Alright, ladies and gents, as ever, my name is Shane, that's Shane's Games, and tonight we're going to be playing Sudeki, originally for the OG Xbox. We are playing the PC port though. This won't be our first time playing it, so if you want to see how we got to where we are tonight, or check out some of the games I played in the past, be them obscure, unusual, or nostalgic, feel free to check out my YouTube channel. But for tonight, we'll go ahead and get into the game. I'm going to skip recapping the story, and we're going to talk about the part that's important, which is what the game is asking us to do right now. So you see, you've got those four characters. Those are nominally our party members, but right now we only have one of them, which is that guy with the glasses right there, the least interesting of all the characters. We don't like him. And now we're in the end game. We're actually very close to the end of the game right now. And what has the game asked us to do as we are building to the exciting finale? Why an escort quest? With a character that we have no ability to control and no ability to heal, as far as I can tell. Oh. So this should be interesting. Let's go ahead and get into this. Let's see what happens. There it is. That's Tilly is our escort character right there. She's currently at half health, and there's nothing we can do about that, as far as I can tell. Oh, so that's lovely. That's just wonderful. All right. Now, on the plus side, Tilly has no attacks. So as soon as we get into a fight, she just attempts to run because she has no defenses, which is fantastic. All right. I gotta figure out if there's anything we want to do before we get into this. And yeah, relentlessly, that is pretty frightening. Minus 14 Fahrenheit is the coldest I can ever remember it being in Chicago. That is without wind chill, though. But that's still horrifying. Sudeki is asking the big question, how many gaming sins can be in one game? I honestly thought this was going to be a better game. I really did. And then it's betrayed me at every turn. Oh, jeez. All right, so... See, that makes enemies cause half damage. That's kind of nice. This is the one I'm using right now. The Omnium Rocket Gun, which is very nice, but also has an extremely long reload time. But it's the only thing I have that really causes any significant damage. It goes much deeper. Oh, God. When I was in middle school, we would have PE class outside if it was the equivalent of minus 14F or warmer. Wow. That's really brutal. Holy crap. Remember getting so cold in South Central Alaska, they had to cancel things because the diesel and engines couldn't be warmed out of gel state. That's horrifying. Holy crap. That is deeply, profoundly upsetting. All right, should probably attempt to heal up a little bit before we actually get into this. Just to make sure I don't have to think about healing too much while we're actually taking care of business. But yet school was still in session. Yeah, that sounds like school's for you. All right, so what we're trying to do is we're trying to get to the next town over. New Brookhaven, I believe is what it's called. And we have to walk all the way there because the game has decided to disable the teleporters. And we have to make sure that Tilly gets there alive. So that's our quest. Get to New Brookhaven. Tilly must survive. Oh, I'm not happy about this. We actually died repeatedly trying to pull this off last time we played. Stay back, Tilly! Oh, I missed with both of those. Alright, let me use nano enhancement. That'll make me do double damage. I forgot about that already.
Hope these things work. They're still prototypes.
And of course, Tilly's getting hit as I'm casting. Wonderful. As that guy just dodges out of the way. What else do I have? Cybernetica? Sure. I don't think I've ever tried that before. It doesn't do nearly as much damage as I'd like. But it did do some damage there. Oh, Tilly's getting hit again. That guy's dead. Stop targeting her specifically. I'm nearly dead now. Healing a salve. Alright, just gonna take out this guy and we're through this area at least. Ooh, alright. So now... Trying to remember which way we head for right now. Dex Platinum, thank you for a 55-month resub right there with the message, "Suck it, nerd!" Suck what? Instructions unclear. Dex, welcome in. How are you doing today, Dex? How's your week been going so far? Hope everything's good with you. It's giving the Sims. Oh my god, that's true. That does feel very Sims. Alright. Map. Map is not very useful. But, I think we need to head east. Looks like we're heading east. Oh, we don't have a north on my compass, so it doesn't really matter. I know that gate is back towards town. I know that's that. The problem is if I go the wrong way, I get in a lot of trouble. Because enemies will respawn if I have to come back here, and that's going to kill me there. 124, I don't remember where that was from. I want to say I think that was blocked off before, so I don't think that's the way. I think we're heading this way. Hopefully. Yeah, we need to go to the right from here. I believe this should be the way to go. Double check on the map though. If this looks right the right way. Yeah, okay, we're on the right track now. That's good. Oh. I know we're not going to be able to get all the way there without... Oh yeah, we've been here before. Oh no, this isn't where the merchant is. Or the merchant isn't here right now anyway, that's weird. Alright, so we head across here, and there's the graveyard. I know there's going to be at least one more big fight before we get there, which has me really worried. Because Tilly has, like, no HP. And I don't even have a way to check what Tilly's HP is, I don't think. Which is super weird. I am going to try something, though, out of desperation. Let's see, we've got a couple items that heal all PCs. Let's try that and see if it heals her any. I don't think so. No, that doesn't. So I can't even use all heals to heal Tilly. There's just no way. It can't be done. Hey, Board Jams, good evening. How are you doing today, Board Jams? Yeah, why were maps in this era always bad? It's so weird. Just make them useful, at least. That's all I'm asking. Alright, they didn't make me fight here. That's good. I appreciate that. There's a save point after the beach. I remember that. So if we can get past the beach, we can save and leave. But until then, we're in tremendous danger. I don't think there's anything else used around here. I don't think so. Oh, Tilly has like no HP. This is really making me nervous. Brute Force. I remember Brute Force. That one seemed like it was a pretty cool game. All right. Ha-ha! All right, we did not get attacked on the beach somehow. Go ahead and make a save here. That at least should show us what Tilly's HP looks like. And let's see. Oh, that was Talos way back then. I'd love to see it, LTG. What do you got? Oh, Tilly's still at half health. Alright, that could be worse. It's not great, but could be worse. I can't unfortunately tab out because the game crashed last time I tried that. Alright, there might be an attack here. Shit, yeah. Alright, so let's use Nano Enhancement first.
Hope these things work. They're still prototypes.
Hey, Sin City family, welcome in. How are you doing today? How was your stream? What were you doing? Tell me everything. Oh, god damn it. And they're immediately just beating the crap out of Tilly. Come on! Oh, he dodged that one? Alright, good, good. That guy's down. And Super Cloud Save, welcome in as well. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for the raid. What were you playing? Tell me everything. Blasphemous, welcome in. Hope everything is going well with you. Hey, Super Cloud Save, how was your stream? Tell me everything. And Chris Technician, good to see you as always. For anybody that doesn't know me, my name is Shane. That's Shane's Games. I play the obscure, the unusual, and the nostalgic. And today we are playing Sudeki, which was originally for the OG Xbox. And did some more enemies just spawn in? Oh god, more enemies just spawned in. Oh, that's really bad. I'd rather them hit me than Tilly, though. And that guy's straight up healing, which I don't approve of. Some sort of regen potion there, holy crap. All right. Super Cloud Save, you were playing Super Mario RPG and then ended the night with Mario Kart. How are you liking it? Is that the Mario RPG remake? How are you liking it? I would love to hear. Any enemies spawning in is breaking my heart in there. All right, we do have 2 points to spend here, though, which is very good. So I'm going to spend those on... We'll buy a little bit extra power, since apparently we need lots of that. And then, do we just straight up want to buy another one? I think so. Since it appears the strength of my gun is very important right now. There we go. Alright, hopefully that'll help a little bit. Remake is really good looking, true to the original. I love the original, one of my favorite RPGs of all times. That is awesome. Alright, how am I doing on HP? Also, what are these here? Combat boost scroll. I wonder what that is. And hey, Chris Technician, thank you for the resub right there. 40 months, let's go. Thank you so much for 40 months, Chris Technician. I appreciate the heck out of it. Glad to have you with us. Super Cloud Savior, also playing Dragon Warrior as well. Nice, nice. I have never actually dipped into the Dragon Warrior series. One of these days, I need to get around to it, but I have not yet. All right, we're on the home stretch now. This road, at the end of it, is New Brighthaven. So we're almost there now. We are very, very close, which is super exciting. We need to talk to this guy, see if we get some cash.
I like.
All right, so he trades in furry skins. Let's see, what do we have that's furry? Chris Technician, thank you so much for the gift sub to Seribot there, the bot most people forget exists, but that's bad. Seribot's awesome. I appreciate the heck out of that, Chris. Very cool of you. The director of Tekken voiced martial law until Tekken 4. That's really interesting. I learned actually King, the wrestler with the cheetah mask, actually was mocapped by a Japanese pro wrestler, which is fantastic. Did you just sweary bot? Oh my god, I would love a sweary bot. That would be amazing. What's the dinner report? I actually made dinner tonight. I made old family recipe called Irish Italian. Very simple, but very satisfying. I was very happy with that. All right. 18 of those, holy crap. We are gonna be doing really good on money after this. Goodness gracious. It's a small consolation, but I'll take it. Yeah, we're at almost 14K right now. That's amazing. Also a fan of King. Awesome. I have not played a lot of Tekken. I don't know how. I mean, I've never been a huge fan of fighting games, but for some reason, I just have not played much in the way of Tekken. Really good on money means near the end of the game. We are very near the end of the game. I can confirm this. Oh, got some more cargo for her. I could go back. I don't want to. We just need to get to the end. Oh my god. We're almost to the point where we should be able to see the town over the horizon. And then hopefully I can just drop Tilly off and the nightmare will end. Yes, we are officially in the town right now. And we're supposed to take her to the big blue house. There's a save point right there. We're gonna get the save point. I'm not even messing around right now. Oh yeah, people have been adding modding the new characters to Smash Brothers for quite some time. I don't know how they do it, but it is super impressive. I mean, it's not even the Elco only section, it's the escort quest, because Tilly is nearly dead, and we have no way to heal her. Welcome in though, Rooksoner, how are you doing today? Hope everything is good with you.
You should be safe here. Promise me that you will stay away from the castle. I'll be back for you as soon as I can.
I won't leave the house until you return, I promise. Now go. You have a lot of explaining to do to Tal and the others.
I love you, Tal.
Shh. You'll be back. I know.
Extremely low poly smooching. She just goes limp. Elco has that effect on people. Quest completed. Oh, thank God. New quest. All right, what the hell's our new quest? Because I'm still Elco for some reason. Return to Scientine. Join the others in Scientine's Citadel to ask for their forgiveness. enlist their aid in stopping Lord Talos and Queen Lucica. Oh yeah, no, we're not gonna forgive him. FYI, screw Elco for betraying all of his friends and, you know, his entire planet as well. Every living thing on his planet. Awkward. Find someone new to escort, please, never again. Relentlessly, I know, that's as soon as I saw Elco going for it, I'm like, yeah, I might actually just die. I might actually just die. With my last words being, oh god. Full on possum mode. Alright. We teleport back to the Realm of Shadows. And then from here we should be able to teleport to near Scientine Castle. Oh god, Elco's gonna have to do some more solo fighting, isn't he? Probably. I suspect so. This game does not let up for a second. I like how all of the portals are active now, so they're like, hey, if you just want to explore the game as Elco solo, you can do that too. Yeah, why not? We won't stop you, sure. Go explore the entire game as just Elco. It'll be great, you'll love it. Devil's Belch Canyon, that's as close as we can get to Scientine Castle. Always wondered how modders mod old N64 games. They have to, like, download all the stuff from the cartridge first, I imagine. Who needs a party of 4 when you've got Elco? Why would you want to solo grind with Elco, though? This is also a question I have. Alright. Save point right here. Like I said, I'm taking no chances now, so we're just going to save here too. And now hopefully we should never have to go back to this part with Tilly. Alright, so look at that arrow swinging there. That is an unhelpful arrow. I believe these are the castle gates right here, so... And they curve around. Oh god, Drakengard. I really wanted to play Drakengard on stream. But also... Drakengard's not actually all that fun. Which is unfortunate, because Drakengard is very interesting. And anytime you're riding a dragon in that game, Drakengard gets extremely fun. Because those boss battles are amazing. But all the parts between the boss battles, not great, unfortunately. That's why we eventually played, what was that, Nier. That's why we eventually played Nier, is because I'm like, alright, I can't. I don't want to play any of the Drakengard games. Thought about it, considered it, decided against it. Just play Ace Combat, it's the same thing with the techno soundtrack. That actually does sound compelling. Why is the arrow pointing backwards now? No, you know what? We're ignoring the arrow. It told me to go to Scientine Castle, we're going to Scientine Castle. Oh, god damn it! Alright, enhancement. Gotta get that double damage going.
Okay, time out.
This is gonna be tough even with nano enhancement, but at least I don't think these guys dodge quite as much, which is good. Ooh, that damage is nice. Still can't quite kill him with 2 shots, which is very frustrating. And of course they block sometimes. That's lovely. Whew. I killed both of them there. That's awesome. There we go. All right. Nano enhancement makes that significantly easier. Oh, thank goodness for that. Now I actually do have to use the map since the arrow isn't pointing me in the correct direction anymore. Which is very weird. Yeah, I think that's the way I'm going, right? Yeah, this is progress. All right. There's a surprising lack of good games that let you ride a dragon or play as a dragon. Panzer Dragoon is what comes to mind, which I still need to really play through one of these days. But yeah, it's strange there aren't more of those. Most definitely. Ease peas when you've got Elco. Oh god. Chat, you're not supposed to be hyping up Elco. What is happening here? Omak? Oh man. Omak was kind of an interesting character. Lair counts, yeah, Lair counts, I would say. Most definitely. Also, Malkiel, how are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Glad to have you with us. And we have to fight here too. Oh no. No enhancement, please.
Okay, time out.
Okay, time out. Alright, let's see how much damage we do against these guys. That's not too bad. Almost half of their health, but also they have regen, which is kind of a problem. Let's use a healing cell. Alright, I got most of them. Beautiful. Whew, alright. Thank goodness for that nano enhance spell. That is definitely a very good thing to have. Now, ruined courtyard. Still heading the right way? Now I'm not even sure. Yeah, it should be the way. We should be in the main section very soon. But only for the purpose of irritating Shane. Fair. Quote 178. That one is Maniac Mansion. I remember that one. Although it does sound pretty wild out of context, I will admit. Alright, but seriously, where's the rest of the party? Hello? I might be in the wrong place, but I don't feel like I trust that arrow anymore. Oh, here we go. No, the arrow was lying to me. Beautiful.
We must strike now while the iron is hot. Don't be a fool. You wouldn't stand a chance attacking Illumina. There are thousands of soldiers stationed there, and the Eclorian army is in tatters.
Anyway, you can't just attack Illumina. It's my home. Mother will listen to me. I can talk her around.
It's too late for that.
Hey, Elco.
Forgive me, my friends.
Nah.
You've got to be kidding. You built the machine that plunged us into darkness. You betrayed us all when you stole the crystal. And now you expect us to forgive?
Listen to that guy. He's talking sense.
I have risked everything in coming here. Lucica has pulled the wool over my eyes for long enough. You were right about everything. The machine is draining away your light. But I swear I had no idea. I'm afraid that's not the worst of it. Lord Talos and the Queen have a plan. The machine is not the peace shield that I believed I was building. It's little more than a generator. They want to create enough magical energy to raise and bind a demon.
Haigu.
Yes, Lucica believes that she can bind Haigu into Talos' body and return the Dark Lord to the plane of men once more.
Nonsense! Why would Mother want to do that?
She is scared. Scared of her own mortality. She has watched her own mother waste away, ravaged by disease. And so now she is simply clinging to her kingdom the only way she knows how. If it was a political problem, I suppose she could see a way out. But it's not. It's her life and the manner of her inevitable death. Ailish, I am so sorry to have to tell you all this.
What about the machine? You could destroy it.
It's taken 10 years to build. It's not as easy as pressing the self-destruct button. But I have bought us some time.
Forget about the machine and Lucica. It's too late. Haigu is coming. This is the fulfilling of the prophecy. You are chosen to fight, all of you. According to the prophecies of Omnia, in times of struggle, the four heroes will return once more to do battle with the Dark Lord. Through their unification, that which has been torn will mend as one, and Sudeki will rise from the selfishness of separation. Each of you has been visited by Tetsu, and he has granted you the power of his champions, Cariston, Olivitus, Libius, and Mo. I believe that if you were to merge together, those heroes will be reborn in you.
This is the will of the gods. It is time to join together.
If you are to defeat Haigu, then you must travel to the Void and give praise to Tetsu. In the Void, you will become whole at last. You will be reborn into the life you should have always had. Know that one of you will be chosen as the conduit of Tetsu, and will do battle with Haigu himself. The fate of the worlds will be carried on your shoulders. If you decide to accept the challenge and leave behind the lives you all know, then I will deliver you into the Void. But think carefully. There will be no going back.
All right, so that's officially the point of no return right there. But hey, I've got the full four-person party again, which means let's never use Elco again for any reason. All right. We must travel to the Void to get the precious juice. Chris, you notice a lot of people are getting sick this time of year? COVID is still a thing. Please be careful. All right, so it's still pretty early in the night. Let's see. Lady Caprine astutely sees that you are ready to finish what the four heroes began, journey into the Void to be reborn and to defeat the malevolent but powerful Haigu. I think the arrow's pointing at her, so I talked to her basically when I'm ready to end the game. But it's still a little bit early, so let's see if we can do some side quest stuff to hopefully power up a little bit more before the end game. That would be a good thing, I think. Yes, masks are super cheap. Wear your mask whenever you're around other people. Stay safe, it's important. Defeat the malevolent but surprisingly wimpy Haigu. I hope he's wimpy. I really do. Alright, let's see. Do I have any orbs that I didn't use recently? Let's see. Potions, panaceas. If I have any that I didn't spend, I want to, yeah, I've got an orb of power. That on Tal. It'll make him do a little bit more damage, which is nice. I think that's the only actual orb I have at the moment. Yeah, I think that's it. Alright. So... we should go ahead and do some upgrades as well, now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, Tell was using the Mojo for a long time. Now he's using the Faustian Blade. I'll probably want to enhance that, but I want to see if we can get a better blade for him first. Other than that, we want to upgrade some armor finally, now that we know that everybody has their best armor available. That'll be a good thing. Alright, I believe there is a blacksmith in this town too, so we can get that done right away. That'll be good. Let's stay at the inn real quick now that money is not a huge concern. I think that should probably be a good thing. I don't think we've been to this inn either.
I can't remember what I came here to forget.
Well, congratulations, I suppose?
I can't forget what he is supposed to remember.
Well, that's unfortunate. One of you has fucked up very badly, and I can't decide which.
Ah, it is lucky you come today. We have vacancies.
That man is a peacock wearing a beret? I don't know how to deal with that. What do I even do with that? Finally, a character of distinguishment. What tribe are you from?
I was once the Minister of Anthropomorphic Affairs, but both my tribe and the government have fallen by the wayside. I run this humble establishment now. It is quite a step down, I suppose.
Look, you've got the magnificent hat. That's important.
Indeed, and you will be made most welcome and comfortable.
25 florins? Sure.
Oh.
I appreciate that all the inns are basically the same price. That's pretty nice. LTG, thank you for that. I think I remember him from Aloha. 19 kg. Holy crap, Ren, that is beastly. That's going to be quite the... board games these days in general are quite the exercise. Just moving around at this point. That is humongous. Alright, here's the blacksmith.
You want some work?
Let's see what we got. I would like some work done. Alright, so we're going to start with Tal. We're going to see if we can upgrade his armor. And we will give him... let's see, what do we have? We got combat boost. Doubles the damage boost through standard attacks, but it might just be a temporary. I don't know, I like combat boost, combat regen, and damage shield. Those all sound really good. We'll start with combat regen, because that sounds amazing. Then we'll do combat boost. That sounds nice. And lastly, you know what? Damage shield? Probably. That one's not as interesting. Like, I like the resistances to different conditions, but I don't really know what's going to come up at this point, so I think damage shield's probably good. 2 big bags of potatoes, or a tractor tire, except in board game form. There we go. Alright, now I want to upgrade his sword too, like I said, but first we're going to see if we can possibly get a better sword for him first. This is looking like a really good one though, so I don't know if we will be able to improve. Essence Burn provides a 50% chance of dispelling the enemy's beneficial magic. Really nice. Increases PC's HP by 20% of the damage inflicted. That's incredible. 10% critical chance increase. Yeah, there's some really good upgrades in here. Was there anything else we wanted to get while we're here? Let's see. Elish is using this one, the Batholith. We already got that upgraded, so we're good there. We do still have a lot of cash. That is a nice thing. We're doing pretty okay for right now. Let's hold off right there. And then, so what we're going to want to do for now is we want to head back to the portal. And then there's a couple of stops we can make there that will allow us to pick up some things that I saw before, but we weren't actually able to get before. Because like I said, we do want to see if we can get any side quest type stuff done. Matter of fact, what do we have as far as valuables here? We do have one cat totem. I want to cash that in. That's the only totem we have at the moment. But if nothing else, that should get us an orb. Orbs are always good to have. I think we might be able to pick up a couple more totems. The idea is if you can get 4 totems of one type, you'll get one character's ultimate weapon. I don't know if we're going to be able to get any of those, unfortunately. I really hoped we would. But we might have to just settle for... I mean, we do have some good weapons right there. This is true. And of course that guy in spawned in said he was pushing away damage. But we should be doing some pretty good damage with all 4 of us now, so hopefully these monsters shouldn't be a huge hassle, I'm hoping. Oh, we're doing some pretty decent damage. They're not damaging us too much, which I appreciate. Yeah, even with the regen, they're not holding up very well, so that's good. There are some dudes menacing Elco, which, well, I can totally understand that. We still don't actually want him to die or anything. Gonna have to take care of that, I guess. That regen is troublesome, I will say that though. Almost finished him. There we go. All right. Whew. Now let's make sure I don't get too turned around. Well, that would be inconvenient. I think we're heading out this way. I believe so. Yeah, this should take us back to the portal. All right. Don't think there's really much else we want to do around here. I'm going to go ahead and save, just because I don't know if any of these encounters is suddenly going to get weirdly difficult and murder the crap out of us. So we'll just, instead of making multiple saves, we'll just sort of make one rolling save as we move around, I think. That should be good. Also, speaking of very heavy board games, when I was at the board game shop, or the tabletop store, I suppose I should clarify, they had a copy of one of the biggest board games I've ever seen, which is Ogre by Steve Jackson. It's so big that it actually comes with its own tote bag that you can actually carry it around, which is both hilarious and insane, but that's where we're at. Handy dandy tote bag. Also, if I will give this game a compliment, and I will give it one tiny compliment here, one thing that is nice is if you look at the map, you'll see there's sometimes a yellow arrow on a door. That represents the door that you came through. But when you get in a big fight like this and you get kind of turned around and you're like, wait, well, where did I come in? That yellow arrow will show you the door that you came through. So that is nice. That does help navigation a tiny bit, which I appreciate. Also, I'm going to have to remember to do a heal at the start of next combat because, of course, Elco's dying. trying to remember too. We saw a couple of invisible things last stream. If I could find those again, we could get the treasures. Now that we've actually got Elish with us again. Did a bit of research on Catan today. I found out there's a Mega Man EXE version of it. Also 4 expansions that are just as costly as the actual game. Oh god. I'll tell you this, LTG, I don't know how much that I'd recommend Catan today. Catan is a very important game, as it is the game that basically started the modern era of board games. But it doesn't hold up super great compared to a lot of the other games you could be getting. I don't know how highly I would necessarily recommend it. Let's see. Eden Chronicles, the First Mage, one of very few RPGs on the N64. I haven't actually played that one. The only RPG I've played for N64 is Quest 64, which I hate with a ferocious passion, so I can't necessarily recommend it. Own the original Catan. I actually own the original Catan as well, and that's one of the games that I played. That was one of my first modern board games that I ever played. But, there's so much better stuff out there today, I think. I mean, if you like Catan, obviously play Catan. But there's a lot of other stuff I'd recommend. I don't think so, LTG. I don't believe so. God, that game is so bad, though. That's New Brightwater. I don't think we have any other business there. And Zentia City we are going to want to go to in a minute, I think. I don't want to hit the Temple of Mo, because I know... Oh, the Cat Shrine is right near there. Hit the Temple of Mo and see if we can figure out how to get out of there, because that's the thing. But for some reason they put the teleport point at, like, the final boss room of the Temple of Mo. I don't know how easy it is to just leave the temple. I'm really hoping, though, we can. Alright, let's see. There's stairs over there. Is the stairs the only way out? Possibly. Yeah, looks like it. Alright, let's take the stairs, see where that takes us to. Oh, Jaws the Lion. Yeah, Jaws the Lion is, I think, the most approachable way to get into Gloomhaven. Quite possibly. There's a door there. I think, do I want to just climb all the way up? I wish it was a little clearer what I'm doing here. Won't be spider door right there. I remember that. That's just straight up locked. So clearly that's not the win. Let's see, wasn't there a Gloomhaven expansion coming out soonish that also happens to wait a ton? Yes, it is a standalone expansion called Frosthaven. It is already out, and it is slightly bigger than Gloomhaven, if I remember correctly. Which is insane, but it is what it is. There's no maps of dungeons, which is super unfortunate, because, like, this dungeon's really big. I think the long gallery is, maybe take us out of here, hopefully. I have no idea if this is a quick way to get where I'm going here, but I don't know that we have a quicker way to get to the town of Mo is the problem. It's kind of a little bit out of the way. Like, the other way to get to it would be through New Brightwater. That's a bit of a hike as well. The teleport points that they give you in this game are not tremendously intuitive, and I don't know why. Starting to think board game developers are they've gotten used to the fact that their audience has disposable income, and they've gone a little bit crazy. That's the only explanation I've got. A lot of people are willing to spend a lot of money for board games with decent minis. And once they figured that out, the sky was the limit. Ooh, Gloomhaven 2nd Edition, nice. The solo scenarios, if they're the one that were originally came from the first Gloomhaven Kickstarter, I can tell you they're really good, Doc Belvin. So that is definitely something worth getting excited over. Because I got those in the original Kickstarter, and they were good. I haven't played all of them, I played a couple of them, but I've liked all the ones I played. They're very interesting. Hopefully this is sort of kind of leading. I am mildly regretting not just going the long way here. At least that way I kind of knew where I'm. This way I don't really have any idea. Oh, this is, yeah, these are where the colored pots were. Remember we did that. That was just a treasure room though, isn't it? Oh, and of course enemies. Why not? Yeah, you know what? This was a bad idea. I think we're gonna have to take the road from New Brighthaven. Because this temple is humongous and I have no idea how to get out of it. Oh yeah, my bad! My bad, folks. Let's just leave. I actually ordered a card game with a game a few days ago. Unicorn Overlord, new Vanillaware game. Ooh. Let us know how you like it, LTG. I'm always eager to hear about new tabletop stuff, most definitely. Please list bad streamer, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing, but if there's one thing I'm not good at, it's knowing what I'm doing. It's not my specialty. This is true. If nothing else, I can get to mow from New Brighthaven, so it's not at all ideal, but I can get there. I can pull that off. And I know there's at least a couple of things over there we can get that we didn't have before. Emperor, thank you so much for the gift sub to No Thoughts, Head Empty, which is, for me, not just a vibe, but a lifestyle. Gift sub number 1500, 1500. Very much appreciated, Emperor. Very cool of you. It is a goddamn mood. It is. It is. I wish it wasn't where I live, but it's where I live. It's just how it be. And Emperor, as always, thank you very much for the support. That is an insane number of gifts. And I very much appreciate all of that generosity. And to spell it out, message received. That guy's almost dead now. Finish him off. There we go. Yeah, I've heard if nothing else, it was a very interesting game for the time, but I don't know too much. I don't know too much about it besides that. Meme bribe. All right. I think here's one of the other things we could do, but we're not going to. I want to mention this as well. If people have been watching all of this game may remember, when we went to the Shadow Realm, we met the Ferryman. And the Ferryman mentioned if we bring him souls, then he will give us weapons. And actually, a good chunk of the weapons in the game you get from the ferryman. But the problem is the only place to get souls is in the realm of shadows. And basically that means to get a good chunk of the weapons, you just have to hang around in the realm of shadows and just grind. Just literally wander back and forth between encounter areas and just grind until you have enough. And I'm like, that's not fun. There's absolutely nothing fun about that. So I'm not planning to do that part. That's not cool. Don't pay the ferryman. He's making us do his work for him. How rude. Hitting 0 health was permadeath and friendly fire was always a risk. Well, that sounds horrible. What a nightmare. That does not sound like my jam at all. Alright, so this is where we just were, obviously. But this time we want to take the other path. Sure, before all the enemies spawn back in. That way we want to go. I think it's over here. Maybe? Yeah, this way I think leads to the Temple of Mo. Oh no, this leads to Transcentia. Wait, I didn't know there was a road that led to Transcentia. Really weird. That must lead to the aircraft, I think. Takes you to Transcentia. Because we didn't walk there before, we took the aircraft. That's really weird. Alright, so this way must be the way to the Temple of Mo. Just save often? Basically. It seems like what you'd have to do at that point. Or is that the sheep with that little mini game with the sheep? I remember that. Path of Totems. Yes, we are on the right path now. Oh, that's a little abandoned house last time I was here. I think there was anything else to... Oh. A barrel I can break. That. Yeah, baby! In a local history, today is the 49th anniversary of the Tasman Bridge disaster. Boat ran into 2 pillars of support beams, sinking both the boat and part of the road. Ooh, that is frightening. Took 2 years for the bridge to reopen. We had a sort of an issue like that in my town a while back. The thing is, I forget the name of it. Ren probably remembers, but when FDR was president, there was a big, huge public works push where they spent a lot of money building new bridges and other infrastructure things. And the problem was, in my town, they built 3 bridges at the same time. And the problem with that is that meant that the bridges were due to be rebuilt for maintenance at the exact same time as well. And basically we kind of didn't have the money to do that. So what we did is we rebuilt one of the bridges and just shut the other 2 down for like a decade. Which is not ideal. The New Deal, that's what I was looking for. I was trying to remember the New Deal. I don't remember that name for some reason. But yeah, they built 3 bridges in town for the New Deal. And then they all needed to be rebuilt at the same time, and we just absolutely did not have that kind of money. They are, at this point, all of them have been rebuilt. Which is a very good thing. But for a while, it was a little bit frustrating getting around. Because you had to remember, wait, which of them is closed down for like forever? I don't remember. This is one of the things I came back here for. We didn't have Buki when we first came across this, so we couldn't get that chest on him. I mean, it's a good thing nothing did happen, but that was a risk. That was a risk. Yeah, see, when you actually have a full group, the fights are actually kind of entertaining. You have a lot of options for how to deal with things, but for some reason the game just goes way out of its way to avoid letting you have all 4 characters. Alright, these are the cat totem. We got 2 to spend right now. I think the cat shrine is nearby, I believe. Oh, I've never heard of that channel before, man. I'll have to check him out. There is loot behind the waterfall. That is the promise, the implicit promise in any video game. I'm happy to see that. Back to Elish. And now I got turned around. We should not email. Alright. Moving to countryside. Should not emo. Alright. And that's okay. Of course, nobody who ended up owning those dams. There's a bunch of hydroelectric dams built in our in that time in our state in a lot of areas where they planted many trees, but nobody's doing the upkeep. That is super frustrating. You can have nice things, but you gotta maintain them. Maintenance is part of the deal there. And a lot of people are not big fans of that, unfortunately. Hopefully I haven't passed the cat shrine. That's like half the reason I wanted to come down here. I think it was closer to the actual town. I could be wrong though. You can just see all the straight rows of trees planted. It's a little weird aesthetically, but it's good to have them there, I think. Met, welcome in. How are you doing today, Met? Hope everything is going good with you. I remember passing through here before. It really stinks that they put the town so far away from any teleport. Still have no idea why they would decide to do that. Also, yeah, I didn't see the cat shrine coming back through there. That idea. Alright. We'll head into town. I want to talk to some folks there because I think there were some side quests that we wanted to turn in. I think there were some more side quests we could pick up as well. Let's see what we can get. Been a while because I'm usually sleeping, but today the dog said, "Rise, master, take me out to the 21-degree Fahrenheit weather." Oh, geez. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Good to see you with us. And it's a good thing to get some sleep when you can, most definitely. Oh, jeez. Doc Belvin, that is horrifying. I'm so sorry. That is it's definitely worst case scenario when it comes to dams. What else to do here? That leads up to the actual dungeon. We don't need to go up there. Still haven't done any rebuilding, so there's this whole lake of houses on a non-existent shoreline. That's super weird. And not ideal to say the least.
My house is yours, friends. I am Nikini.
Oh, we don't need to rest here. I think we're doing pretty good. There's a chest off camera? Well, that's rude. Because you can't move the camera while you're indoors. There's no way to point the camera at that chest. It's like, why does it say open? I'm open here? Yes, I do know that one, LTG. Are you about to make my day? Please tell me you're about to make my day. I'm getting preemptively excited. Don't break my heart here.
How can we persuade the younger generation to fight for their tribe?
By defending the village, or by defeating the Arcanites.
Good idea. It is time to lead by example. Bring me proof that these creatures can be killed, and I will reward you.
Alright, well, I've got a bunch of Arcanite skulls already.
Dark times are upon us. For every Arcanite we kill, another 5 take their place.
I killed a bunch of them. Apparently not enough.
Well done.
Oh.
This is proof that the enemy can be defeated. Take this, brave comrade.
Handed over 5 Arcanite skulls, received 1,000 florins. Alright. Not super interesting as a quest. We had a tiny bit of XP
We'll
as
stay
well.
here until our village is safe.
Take that, I guess. It's getting a translation early, but it's happening. Oh, that is exciting. I was always hoping that was the one that was going to get a translation one of these days. That's so cool to hear. Thank you so much for that, LTG. That is exciting. If you want to shoot me a link, if they have an RSS feed, I will subscribe to that and keep track of it. I'm doing that for a bunch of translations right now.
Your daring deeds shall be recorded in the tomes of our people forever.
Why, thank you. And that's all he's got to say. Ah, it's on Twitter. Gotcha. You know, Twitter used to have RSS feeds, which is heartbreaking that they don't anymore. Green stew. It smells strange. Looks strange, too. Would not recommend eating that. Probably not a good idea. Yeah, Twitter used to have a lot of things. Speaking of which, just a reminder, if anybody wants some help getting set up on Mastodon, let me know.
Ask Buki to come and visit me when you next see her.
Can I talk to you as Buki? That change things? For some reason you can't change the characters indoors, because like only one character goes indoors at a time?
Buki, you are the descendant of Mo, and the great hope for our people. Do not let us down.
Oh, I didn't think he'd actually respond differently to Buki. But why have I been chosen?
Buki, you have been chosen to bring our world closer to that of the humans.
What can you tell me about Mo?
Mo, as a powerful shaman, realized that without unity, even the mighty can fall. This is why, even after he had opened the path to the realm of shadows, he stayed to fight Haigu.
And thank you for the link. Much appreciated. All right. Well, I was hoping he'd give me stuff, but I guess a little bit of lore and words of wisdom is okay. Suppose. Let's see what else we got around here. Ah, thank you for that, LTG. Like I said, I can't tab out to check it out right now, because the game gets real upset about that, but I'll check it out in a bit.
You have proved yourself a warrior of note, and we have all heard of your daring exploits in the realm of shadows. Please, take my dead son's staff to the realm, and I will be forever grateful.
Okay. Sure.
Thank you.
Receive Balam's staff. New quest. What do I have to do for that? Take the staff that belonged to Opal's dead son to Hexam in the realm of shadows. I don't remember where Hexam is, but there's only like 2 people you can talk to in the entire realm of shadows. That shouldn't be super hard. And we're probably gonna pop into the realm of shadows anyway, just to see if there's anything else to get in there. Links to a Discord server? Oh god, it is so frustrating that everyone wants me to join a new Discord. I don't want to keep joining Discords. Symphony of the Night got a translation patch for the Saturday that adds all the English text and voices. Oh, that's so cool. I was kind of hoping that was something they would do one of these days. I know it wasn't a huge priority for a lot of people, but yeah, having Saturn Symphony of the Night totally playable, that is fantastic. A lot of good news for translations today, that's exciting. Shidani Most School. Looks like the pupils were learning about the local plant life. Well, that's cute. There is teaching scrolls about Shidani history. I remember that one, Bort Jams. That one's a classic. Then a poor exhausted look on Ned's face, too. Back in the old school Simpsons days. Back in the village center. We went in this one yet. Yeah, I mean, I try and cut back on how many Discords I'm following, but it's tough. And welcome in, Emmy. How are you doing today? Hope you are having a good week so far. Glad to have you with us. All right, there was a box pushing puzzle down here. I think we already did this one. I don't know, the chest at the end looks closed still. Oh, I think when we came down here, we only had the ladies with us. We weren't able to do it at the time. Yeah, we can go ahead and do this one now. Sal, get in here. We have manual labor for you to do. The only thing you're good at. Geek Boy had to get Nitro a couple years ago and you're almost to the max of 200 servers. How do you manage it? Like, how many of those servers are you actually active in? Or, like, do you even actively read? Because I'm in, like, 20 servers, and I absolutely can't keep track of what's going on in those. Like, I need to cut down. I'm only active in, like, 3 or 4. And even that gets tiring some days. I can push... Oh, I just need to push the one. 150 florins, that's something. Is there more back here? Oh, no, don't box yourself in. Push it in there.
In the bag.
Another 150 florins. All right. Nothing spectacular, but, you know, free stuff is free stuff.
Soldiers pay.
Another 150 florins. I only really use shades even if I even use it at all. I appreciate that. It's very cool of you. Oh, there is another chest right here. Grab that too.
In the bag.
Well, a bunch of money at least. I suppose that's something. On the daily, I read maybe a third normally, but here and there the other. All right, wow, that's impressive then. A lot of them are game guilds, but most of them are some stream. I actually, some of the most active stream Discords I was in, I had to leave just because I'm like, it is exhausting trying to keep track of all of these. I mean, part of that is I'm very introverted. There's only so much energy I have for these things, but I definitely did have to cut back. Don't box yourself in. Box puzzle jokes. Let's see. Go ahead and save over that. Tang, the drink of astronauts from space. It's true. It absolutely is. All right, down here was something for Buki? I don't actually remember what it was, though. You need permission from the tribe to enter this door. Pay a visit to Malik. I don't know that I'm that invested that I want to go back to Malik now. Especially since we probably just talked to Malik at some point there. Alright, let's start heading back. We need to find the cat shrine. Then after that, we'll head back to the portal, I think. Remember Tang ads on TV in the 70s? Oh man. I had Tang once or twice. Like, as interesting as it is from a historical point of view, it's not actually very tasty. At least in my recollection. Can't shrine marked. No. Kind of stinks. Pretty sure it's along here somewhere, but don't remember exactly where. Have to keep my eyes open. Thought it was somewhere near that chest we got. Not 100% on that. There's a big vulture over there. Why did they make an animated vulture just to hang on that cliff right there? I feel like maybe that wasn't a great use of their time. Dev priorities for this game are confusing. Stop describing my relationship with Discord. I'm so sorry, Emperor. Geek Boy, you've added around 25 or so. Goddamn. Discord doesn't stop you from having multiple accounts. That's true. I hadn't thought about that. Productive. We do have that duck guy who is a huge jerk. But he does sell us stuff. I appreciate that at least. Oh, damn it. Oh, wolves! Oddly enough, these guys didn't actually spawn when we came through here the first time. Which apparently is a good thing because we just massacred the shit out of them. Wow. They did not stand a chance there. Almost feel bad for him. Almost. Not quite. The stairs down here. What does the sign say? Savior of the Shadani. I don't remember hearing anything about that. Oh, here's the cat shrine. All right. It's off in this little side corridor here. This is the first time we've actually visited the cat shrine. You have 2 totems to offer. Acquired Orb of Vigor and Orb of Wisdom. Alright. Use those right away. Items. Orb of Wisdom. We use on Tell. The other orb. Up here, Orb of Vigor we use on Tell. 5,000 HP. He's doing pretty well for himself. And having accomplished that, we can head back to the portal. And then next up, we'll head over to Transcentia. So at least one thing I want to do there. I want to see if we can take on the champion again. Because remember there was that robot that they're like, oh, you get a prize if you beat this guy. And he was way too strong for us at the time, but you know, we've gotten a bunch of levels, we've gotten a bunch of items since. Kind of want to give it another shot now. Whew. These guys still hit decently hard. Matter of fact, let's heal. So they gave this game a PC port, but they refused to do Lost Odyssey. Why is there no justice? Seriously, make a PC port of Lost Odyssey. I don't remember who made it, but whoever did make it, know that I will give money if you do a port of Lost Odyssey. I am perfectly willing to slap down some cash for that. What is this here? Alright, to Illumina Countryside. Alright, that's what we're headed to then. Mistwalker. Why won't they do a port? Bizarre. This sign here. Ooh, Mandrick's Little Bazaar. Alright, I don't think we've found that before. Well, I mean, if we never dispelled that, yeah, we've never been down here. Last story as well, definitely. I usually don't mention this because I don't want to get anybody's hopes up. I actually recently got a copy of the last story.
At last, I've got someone to trade with. I came in here looking for a quiet, rent-free property from which I could sell a few simple staples. Unfortunately, that Kamo took exception to me offering cheaper goods than him, and he magically sealed my entrance.
Kamo tried to murder you because you competed with him? Wow, Kamo's the worst. What do you have to sell?
I only have a few things left, but you can have them cheap. It seems Kamo has the trading game all locked up.
If he's murdering his competition, yeah, I would imagine so. Oh, he's a traitor. All right. I don't think he actually has a preference here. All right. Yeah, he literally doesn't sell anything. He only buys, which is a very confusing thing about traders in this game. Classic Kamo. Oh, Kamo finds out there's a new shop in town, and what does he do? He gets to murdering. He immediately gets to murdering. Like you do. Yeah, the original Xenoblade, that's one that desperately needs to be ported somewhere. I have a copy of that one, thankfully. That one I actually bought brand new in the very brief amount of time they were available. Which I very much appreciate. I'm in the countryside, excellent. Kind of wish I went for Last Story / Pandora's Tower in hindsight. Oh, you had the opportunity? Oh, the original Xenoblade was ported, alright. So the Switch, I did not remember that. Well, that's nice at least. For a while there, I was worried it was going to get stuck. Oh, wait, wasn't it? Oh, no, I was thinking the Wii version was new. Yeah, for a while, I was worried it was going to get stuck on the Wii forever, and that was disappointing. Viltrican, welcome in, and thank you for letting me know. Viltrican, I'll see if I can fix that real quick. Xenoblade X is the next one, alright. Good to know, good to know. Oh, there we go. Ren, thank you, much appreciated. Xenoblade X is stuck in Wii U Purgatory. Luckily, these days Wii U Purgatory is kind of thin. Most of the games that got stuck in Wii U Purgatory have gotten out, which is super exciting to see. Like Wonderful 101? I didn't think that one was ever going to get out, but here we are. It got out. I actually have a copy of that for Switch, I think. It was really good to see. You're healing right there. How are you doing today, Viltrican? How's your weekend going? Or week, I should say at this point. Pull that guy up too. Woo! Man, bad guys really like targeting whoever the player is using. Even though you've got a 4-person party, it's kind of strange. I mean, like, I get they wanted to give the player a challenge, but it's weird that the AI just gets so incredibly aggressive towards the player when there's 3 other characters running around. Speaking of which, let's heal again. Almost all of the Platinum games have made it out. That is a relief. Like, Wii U didn't have a ton of really interesting exclusives to begin with, but, you know, the fact that the ones that they did have are, for the most part, preserved is just really good to see. Alright, so we got another level there, it said. That's a good thing, too. Okay, we got, so Ailish has 1 point. We're going to spend that on Essence, I think. That'll make her heals stronger. go. And Elco also has a point. Not that I care that much about Elco at this point. Hopefully I won't have to care about him ever again. I really hope. But just in case, we'll go ahead and give him some more power. Velkos, good morning. How are you doing today, Velkos? How's everything going with you? Hope you are well. And Tal has another point. Let's give Tal some more skill. So he can cast a little bit more magic. Yeah, let's do that. Should be nice. Alright. Now let's see, I think I'm gonna head this way. I'm gonna want to stop at Tal's shrine real quickly. I don't think we have anything else to drop off there, but I want to double check. Just to make sure. Let's see, is Elco the most hated RPG character that you played on this channel? Because I honestly can't remember. I cannot remember hating an RPG party member as much as Elco before. I mean, I think the problem is most other RPG party members that I didn't like, I could just not have in my party. But a big part of the storyline of this game assumes that you are hashtag Team Elco, and I don't understand why. Like, Elco betrays everybody, and then you just play as him? Like, as if the game assumes you just sort of automatically forgive him? Which is so weird. Elco's things are well, thank you. Busy day of teaching ahead. Coffee now. What are your weekend plans? I don't know if I have any concrete plans for this weekend. Let me think. I know I just got some new Marvel Champions stuff. I might want to play some more Marvel Champions later. That could be nice. Other than that, I'm not really sure. Tales of Destiny kind of does that with Leon's side of the game. Oh no. Like, I don't mind playing villains in general. Like, it can be interesting seeing an alternate side to the story, definitely, but like, when the game assumes you're going to take that character's side, that's not always ideal. Or correct. That either. This way we should take us past Tal's shrine. So we can take a quick look and if we have, I don't think, or no, we don't have any of his totems because I checked. Right. Alright, well in that case we'll just head to Brightwater because they got a portal there. That should work. We are playing Octodad tomorrow. That's going to be part of the weekend. For anybody that's excited about that. Yeah, I heard City of Heroes, the Rebirth server is officially licensed, which file under things I did not think would ever happen, but here we are. That's awesome. Hey, Punisher, welcome in. How are you doing, Punisher? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, we did play, Bugsnax, which is the newest game made by that dev team, so I'm like, let's go back to their original. Play that for shits and giggles. I have played it and beaten it before, so I know what I'm getting myself into. But that's no guarantee I'm going to be able to handle it this time, of course. So we'll see how this goes. Lost Odyssey was backwards compatible at least, which is good. But, you know, PC ports are just, PC ports are good because in general, worst case scenario modders can make them backwards compatible. That's always something I want to see. Plus, you know, like I said, I've never owned a Microsoft console, so that would be the only way I get to play them. Well, here's hoping, at least. I almost got these folks finished. Big snake lady left. There we go. Whew, okay. Let's just see on the beach. I'm pretty sure we got everything there. So, shrine should be just up here. Let's play some Xbox 360 only games in a browser. That is handy. That is handy, but I prefer to just own the games outright where I can. Because, you know, in a situation like Game Pass, you never know when it's going to disappear on you. Yeah, I don't have any more totems. So we'll just head to Brightwater. Use the portal. I think we want to head to Transcentia next. Take on the champion there. Trying to think if there's anything else we need to do in Transcentia. I don't think so. I can recall. Oh, we're going to want to stop into the Realm of Shadows, too, to see if we can find that person we need to drop that staff off with.
I like...
Alright, this is the guy that wanted furry stuff. Give him whatever Wolof pelts I have. A couple of cargo furs. That'd be good for right now. Alright. Currently going through the first AI Somnium game with a buddy after they've seen the sequel. That does happen sometimes. I really want to play the AI Somnium games at some point. They seem incredible. I don't feel like I have enough excuses to play visual novels these days, but that one looks really good. Metal Earth of Deadpool. I don't know what that is, Punisher. But good luck with the project nonetheless. Yeah, what is Metal Earth? I don't actually, the name's not ringing any bells for me. These guys don't have anything else to say, do they?
I feel...
No, these guys didn't have anything new to say. Let's see, you like models but you hate glue and epoxy? That's fair. Oh, actual metal miniature things. That's really neat. My brother actually, I think there's still somewhere around my parents' house. My brother used to have some of the old metal Warhammer figures from way, way back then. They're not terribly convenient to work with, but they're just really neat to see. Laser cut metal sheets where you build models by connecting the pieces with tabs and tweezers. That's really cool. Alright, that's neat. If you got any pictures, I'd love to see in the Discord. Because that sounds cool as hell. Alright, we can't go back to Illumina Castle. There was a couple things I wanted to get from there that you needed at Elish for, but that boat has literally sailed.
Did you hear another ship sank just down the coast and valuable cargoes have ended up on the beach?
Oh, no, I didn't hear that. What sort of cargo?
Ironically, the ship was delivering the new crystal light bulb for my lighthouse. It was rumored to have many expensive items on board.
Oh. I could try and find your bulb for you.
Well, I'd be very grateful. I should think half the town would be waiting for goods too, so it might be worth asking around for things to look out for.
Alright. Oh, Emperor, you have some of the older stuff too? Nice, nice. Yeah, Matt, that's super, super frustrating. Because I played Fable 1 on PC on stream, and I played Fable 3 on PC on stream, but for Fable 2, I didn't really have any options. The voice acting is so unhinged in this game. How does a game that was made in the UK have such bad UK accents? That I don't understand. If there's a good explanation for that one, I do not know it. Absolutely baffling. Alright, so while we're here in the Realm of Shadows, we need to drop off that staff with some dude. Let's see if we can find that guy. Like I said, I don't remember where he is, but the Realm of Shadows is pretty linear overall, and there's only like 2 people to talk to. It shouldn't be super difficult, I don't think. I don't know. I honestly don't know what the reason is. Hey, Boatman. You need more spirit orbs before the ferryman will give you another weapon. Gotcha. I'm probably going to get in some random encounters here, so maybe that'll get me some more spirit orbs. We'll hope. They spent all their money on Baker? Honestly, I'd believe that. That checks out. Head across this bridge, but we don't have the thing that makes it safe. Oh, we only took a little damage. That could have been worse. Go ahead and save here just to be safe. Some of the enemies were pretty brutal in this place. It's funny because I realized they have the old 4th edition starter set laying around. They're re-releasing it as a made-to-order set now. That's very Games Workshop. Yeah, Tom Baker was in the opening narration, and he also voiced the creator god of the world, I believe. But we only see him a couple times. Well, he probably only had a couple hours of recording, but you know, the dude's famous. I'm sure it cost him. Charges by the word for a voice actor? I mean, I'm sure somebody does it, but that would be insane. The expense. Absolutely brutal. With heal.
This one's just for you.
I would thoroughly recommend the game, as I would say. Wait, what game? I think I missed something, Warded Animal. What game would you thoroughly recommend? I'm curious now. Yeah, you paid by the hour. That seems a lot more reasonable than paid by the word. But then again, if there was any game that I thought was going to get completely, totally scammed, I think the people that made this game, that I would buy. All right, so we got another. Oh, AI Somnium. Sorry, yeah, AI Somnium. I do want to try. I believe I have a copy of that one, and I know there's a sequel as well, so I have to keep an eye out for that as well. Got Buki here. Go ahead and just give her an extra skill. Oh, no worries, Warden, no worries. All right. We're headed this way, I believe. Yeah, aside from the Boltman, I can only think of one other character we can talk to here, so we're just gonna head to his place and see if he's the guy we're supposed to give that staff to. It would make sense if he's the guy we're giving it to, so hopefully. Let's see. We'll grab the energy ball from down here. That'll make crossing the bridges a little bit easier. I remember that much, at least. Ghost Orb, that was what they were called. I couldn't remember exactly. Yeah, give him the smallest part of the game. I mean, granted, it is really cool hearing him, and he does some amazing voice work. But, like, I don't think they were at all wrong to cast him. Just, you know, they didn't give him too much to do. It's a good role. If you're gonna cast Tom Baker as something, a creator god seems like an impressive enough role. I certainly wouldn't want to hear him voicing Tal or anything. Or God forbid Elco. Don't make Tom Baker voiced Elco. That's just cruel. No one should have to voice Elco. That's probably why they had some random voicing Elco. Because no one else wanted to do it. Hey, that's everybody. Alright, let's see if I can find the path up to that dude's house. I know it was right around here somewhere. It was right before that gate, I remember. He's breaking the fourth wall on the packaging. Excellent. Gotta keep in character. That's super important. Yes, this is Hexam's place. Excellent. Probably at the top of the ladder. Hey, if anybody hasn't seen Ailish's super weird ladder climbing animation, get ready for it. Don't know why they made her do that.
You have a fallen warrior's staff in your possession. Allow me to bury it here in the realm of shadows. When you return a soul to the realm, another shadow lifts from the gloom.
Quest completed. Excellent. Acquired Orb of Sanctuary. That's a nice reward. That as soon as we get out of here. Have a good rest port, James. Thanks for hanging around, and we will see you around. Thanks for hanging around with us. Let's see. Dave the Otter, welcome in. Alternate theory, hidden contract clause made Tom Baker voice every character in the game. He was so enraged he decided to make many oddball voices thinking they wouldn't use them. Oh my god, that's amazing. I like that too. Surely they wouldn't put that voice take in the game. It's terrible. No one would want to hear that. Au contraire. Hexam has a good voice. Like, not all of the voices in this game are the worst. But a lot of them are, especially for the random nameless NPCs. I shouldn't say nameless, because for some reason every NPC does have a name. Just most of them aren't very good. Wait, that's literally how big the cat's voice happens? You're kidding me. Somebody just did a random vocal take and they're like, yeah, that's going in the final version. I mean, technically that's how you got the voice for, what's that one we were talking about last week? Oh, I'm completely forgetting my names. Senua's Sacrifice. Senua's voice was originally done as a placeholder, but everyone's like, no, you did really well. Your voice is really good and you should keep it. Except for that case, they were 100% right. She did a really good job, and it's a good thing that they kept it, because, like, that's one of the more distinctive things about the game, I'd say. But yeah, the person who did the voice of Senua in that game was not a voice actor. She was a graphic designer, and she was just doing it so they had something to put there.
You can't resist, my
Hidden talents, I suppose. You never know what you're good at sometimes until you've tried it. Alright. Better grab all these orbs. So hoping we'll be able to get another reward from the boatman on the way out. That would be nice. John St. John was so frustrated with doing takes over and over for Big that he deliberately did the worst voice he could, and the voice director said, yes, that perfect. Wow. I feel like I have a deeper understanding of Big the Cat now. Suddenly he makes so much more sense. 100% checks out. Now, if only we had a good explanation for why Tails sounds like that. That would help. But no, that is a question I don't know we have a good answer for. Some mysteries shall forever remain unsolved, I suppose. I think we're gonna have at least enough orbs for at least one more weapon. I'm hoping. I don't remember exactly. I think it was like 25 per, which is a lot. But we weren't starting at 0 either. We had some left over from the last time. Oh, these guys poison. Shoot, for that. That is unfortunate. I'll have to keep an eye on our health here. Like I said, it's cool that for armor upgrades, there is a thing you can do to make yourself immune to stuff like poison, but without knowing what you're going to be getting into, it's hard to justify the expense. Or taking up an entire armor slot for something that you might not be running into any enemies that did. Hey, X-Men, welcome in! How are you doing today? Here. I think after we hit Transcentia, we've done basically everything I want to do at this point. I was going to say, I don't remember if my Ghost Orb is still active or not, but then I didn't bump in anything, so it didn't really matter. Yeah, still had an active Ghost Orb, so I could actually get a little bit of heals there. I think it's only like 50 points, and Elish has over 1,000 at this point, so wouldn't have been super useful. Would you like to give the ferryman any orbs? Yeah!
You have worked hard. I will not see you unrewarded.
What are we getting? Gained over 25 spirit orbs. Received Chronotron, new Elco weapon. Alright, no, we don't have enough for any more. Alright, let's see what this new Elco weapon is. Oh, this is what he's using right now. Strength 120, critical 10, fire rate low. And this is strength 30, critical 5, fire rate medium. That's actually a decent gun overall for him. Fires weak powered shots that slow the enemy. Very useful weapon in the right hands. This weapon is the result of Professor Wei's research into relative time and space. The gun's pulses distort any matter they hit. Now I'm going to keep him with the Omnium rocket gun because that just does boatloads of damage. That's kind of where we're at right now. 5-second transition between fight and travel. Gotta love those mandatory transitions. Just slowing you down. I think that's one of the most interesting things I've seen playing PC ports. Is on some games, the games have basically no loading times. Because, you know, on modern hardware, it doesn't take long to load these things. But some games, the loading times are exactly the same as they were on console, because the time that the loading screen is up is hard-coded into the game. For some reason. So even though the game does load significantly faster, the loading screen just stays up. Maybe to prevent crashes? I assume so. Or just to make sure that you don't get stuck somewhere where the game's still loading, but you don't have the loading screen up. I think in a lot of cases, rather than tying the loading screen to the actual process of loading, it's easiest to just leave the screen there for a while. Basically. Is it clever? Not really. Does it make things easy? Yes, it absolutely does. Sometimes that's important. I remember... I think the observatory was top floor, right? No. I'm trying to remember where the champion was. I can go fight him. He's up this long ladder right here. Can I save before I go up there? Was there a save point around here? I thought I saw a save point somewhere. See if we can find it again. So yeah, I always find that interesting whenever I play an older game that's been ported. Trying to see whether it's going to be a fixed loading screen or not. I think the champion was at one of the lower levels, but we'll save here regardless, and we'll check up there. Yeah, I mean, the bad news is we still have to put up with Elco, but the good news is we have the rest of the party at least. So we're not just solo Elco all the time anymore, because, wow, that was bad. I was not a fan of the solo Elco era. Could have done without that. The escort quest part made it all the worse. Because there's very few instances I can think of in all of gaming when there's been satisfying escort quests. I guess Ico maybe qualifies? Because Ico, whether you like Ico or you hate Ico, you do have to admit Ico is just a game-long escort quest. Let's stop with the observatory first, because I think we have a side quest. And then after that, I want to stop at the lower level, because I think that's where the champion is. And also, we want to go to the lowest level eventually, because that's where the I was going to say that's where Elco's shrine is, but I don't think we have any of his totems, so it doesn't... Forgetting I can check and see if we have any totems, and we really don't for the most part. Alright, these guys are in here too.
Good night, beautiful.
And apparently we don't have anything else to give her. Thought we might have. We did not. Yeah, the only thing I can think of that we need to do in Transcentia then is fight the champions. Do that real quick. If we get anything cool from that. Partially just because I'm curious how hard it's going to be to fight him at this point. Also, I'm going to go ahead and modify our main character's weapon, because I don't think we're going to get a better one at this point. The one he has is a really good one, so can't really complain either. the voice acting of those tiny people. They never explained why there's... Excuse me. They never explained why there's just tiny people hanging around there. That's very weird.
Let me see.
Alright, so Tal. Got the Faustian blade. We're going to modify that. Let's see. I think we want to give it Jagged Edge for a little bit more damage. Then Vampire Fang will give him a little bit of health up. And Essence Null will give him a little bit of SP. Essence Burn might not be a bad thing either. Because that provides 50% chance of dispelling an enemy's beneficial magic. I kind of like the idea of that. Yeah, let's do that. So let's do Jagged Edge for more damage. Go. And then, for the second slot, we will do... we want to do Vampire Fang or Essence Gnaw is the question. Vampire Fang, I think it'll come in handy more often. For the third slot, we'll do Essence Burn. Especially because endgame, it seems like there's a lot of enemies that buff themselves. And being able to knock it off there would be very cool. Alright.
Thank you for your business.
This is the level where the champion was? I thought it was. So don't see the ladder to go fight him. Might have been on the level below this. We have to take this little elevator to get down there. Let's check. Maybe possibly city level 1. The level that for some reason isn't accessible with the big elevator. Up here was part of the puzzle we needed to use to actually get the elevator fixed, so that's not it. Up here, this is the way out, because there's the airship. That wasn't it. I don't actually see it. Well, I don't want to just hang around here forever, so I think we're just going to conclude our business. Let's start making our way back to Scientine Palace. Let's start thinking about the endgame. I think it's time. Let's see, do we want to upgrade anybody else's armor while we're here?
Let me see.
I got some cash, right? Yeah, we got plenty of cash. That would be very expensive, though. Yeah, I don't remember what Buki. Then this. It's got an empty slot. We can fill that at least. Got Jagged Edge. Give her Bat Fang as well. For armor. Yeah, it would be prohibitively expensive to give everybody upgrades for all their armor, but I'll give. I'm at boost in combat region. Combat boost. Oh, boost the wearers for the first 30 seconds of combat. And combat regen is only for the first minute. Alright, so it's not as good as I thought it was, unfortunately.
Thank you for your business.
I mean, you know, it helps make grinding go by a lot quicker, I imagine, but for prolonged battles like boss battles, that's not going to be nearly as interesting. It's going to wear off long before you're done most of the time. Most of the boss battles in this game have been pretty long and involved, unfortunately. Oh shoot, we already... Alright. For some reason I thought we were still level 1 there. Especially that one boss battle, the Elco one. Which honestly I didn't think we were going to be able to beat, so I'm glad we were able to get past it at least. Hate money-based progression gates in games. Basically any progression gate that requires you to grind to get past is super frustrating. This game hasn't had anything like that, but money is, number one, very important, and number two, for most of the game, very hard to come by. It's only really at the end of the game when we suddenly find ourselves pretty flush with cash. Portal sites. There we go. But yeah, games where like you explicitly have to just hang around and grind enemies to get past a certain point. I'm not a big fan of those. Most definitely. Alright, so we'll pop into the portal, we'll head back to Devil's Belch Canyon, which I will never get over that name. Such a weird name. And then we'll head back to Scientine. We should pop back to Brightwater real quick, though, just to use the inn, I think. Because I don't remember... Oh no, they did have an inn in Scientine. But we'll use that once we get back there. That should be good. Hopefully they have a Kamos there as well. I think they do. Because we're going to want to make sure we're fully stocked up on items as well. Not playing around as we head into the endgame. Trying to think if there's anything else we can do to be prepared for the end of the game. I don't think there is, though. I think we are getting just about to the point where we're about as prepared as we can be, which, that's good. As long as that's enough, of course. I hope it's enough. Well, we won't really know until we get there. Which for me is terribly nerve-wracking. As you know, I'm thinking, well, should I have tried to get the ultimate weapons? I have no idea how. That'd probably be normal. Should we try to hit max level? Because max level in this game isn't 99, like you think of a lot of RPGs. I've actually heard max level in this game is just 30. What? I've never seen a loading screen in this game before. That was weird. I guess I was teleporting around too fast and the game wasn't able to cache stuff quick enough. That's really weird. This entire time we've been playing the game, we've never seen a screen like that. How unusual. Still getting surprises this late in the game, what do you know? Not, you know, necessarily good surprises, but surprises. It must mean something really good is about to happen as long as it's not about to crash on me. Because this game has crashed on me twice, one on screen, one off stream. I would like less of that. Oh! Got knocked the hell down there. Oh, and I'm inflicted with like every status condition.
You can't resist my healing kiss.
Still ridiculous. Also, Ned, that can't run, that emote's really cute. There we go. Unfortunately, we all got debuffed there, so like none of us were doing any interesting damage. Well, we made it through. We're good. Do we win a prize if we collect every status condition? Oh god. That just gives me nightmare flashbacks to the final boss of Final Fantasy VII, who has an attack that does inflict every single status condition on you simultaneously. And if you're like me and you weren't really prepared for that, it can make the battle a lot more difficult than you were anticipating. For what it's worth, the final boss of FF7, I did beat on my first try. It's just that my first try was like 2 hours long. Because it turns out, although I could have just said, well, I'll just die and put some ribbons on everybody, it turns out instead I am extremely stubborn. You know, as you might have noticed by the fact you're still playing Sudeki. That's what you get for not having ribbons. I learned my lesson, though. I learned my lesson, and I'm not doing difficult Final Fantasy encounters without a ribbon anymore. I am wiser now. Whew. Heal up. Director, we need loading screens in the game. Dev team, fine. Ribbons are non-option. It's, you know, you can really get into some bad situations in those games if you don't have ribbons, it's true. Like, some of those status conditions are just brutal. Including death. I am not a fan of RPGs that make death a status condition. What they did in that game. Oh, better make sure you heal that status or you're gonna be dead in 3 turns. Oh, I guess. Rosegard, welcome in. How are you doing today? Steve-O's actually doing pretty good these days. He has gotten clean and he's trying to live healthy. I respect that. How's everything going with you, Rose? What have you been playing recently? On TikTok, sometimes I see clips from the podcast he's doing nowadays. His voice is still crazy messed up, but it seems like he's doing better. I think Steve-O has one of my favorite quotes of all time, which is he's in an interview and somebody mentions that he has a high tolerance to pain, and he interrupts them and says, "Oh, I don't think I have a high tolerance for pain." And they're like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "I don't think anybody on Jackass has a high tolerance for pain. We just don't tend to think through things before we do them." And I still haven't come to grips with that statement. I'm trying to. I don't know how to come to grips with that statement. It's too much. Alright, see, there are some weapons here, but honestly, like, we've got better weapons for most of the party at this point.
What? No tip.
Knoxville has done almost as much. He's just the ringleader, it's true. And he's the one that actually got some more Hollywood roles outside of just Jackass stuff.
No entry here.
Alright, I don't even know what's back there, but apparently I'll never know. Alright. Alright, so next up we need to hit the inn. And we'll go ahead and get everybody back to 100%. And then we'll save. And then it's time to challenge the endgame. Orlo Fry, all the names in this game, like for random NPCs, you can tell they're like, let's just write down the first thing that comes to mind, and that's this name. He's got 3 words of dialogue, don't think about it. Which honestly is how I name NPCs in my tabletop games as well.
Ah, it is lucky you come to...
Oh, the bartender's name is Zazzle Razmataz. The family name, very common in this part of the world.
Indeed, and you will be met...
Rose, you've always watched every Jackass movie and you always laugh at myself silly. I know I watched whichever one was out back when I was in college and I enjoyed it. Bartender, obviously. Short for Bartholomew. Don't get any ideas. It's not a pun. Why would you even think that? How dare you? Of the Mataz family, the East Coast Matazes, of course. The more affluent ones. Are you saying it's not Berry Tender? Oh no, that's his cousin. Easy mistake to make. A lot of people get confused. Completely understandable. All right. Save right here. And then it is time. Let's talk to her and tell her we're ready. Oh, actually, no, hang on. One thing before we do that. Let me set up my quick access menu. Go ahead and actually put some useful things on that. I haven't really used it basically all game, but now's the time to do so. What's a good restore? Luster Brew is really good. That did not put Luster Brew there. Healing Potion's actually pretty good, so I guess we'll do that. Restores all SP, that's fantastic. Put that on something as well. Let's see, went to Houston with the wife yesterday, ate food, shopped, drove home, good times. That sounds nice. Get out there and enjoy some stuff like that. Luster Brew. Oh, there we go. Actually, this doesn't seem terribly useful because it's difficult to map things to this. I'm just gonna mess it up anyway. All right, so let's do this.
I believe you were all brought together by Tetsu himself.
We literally were. We met him. Nice guy. Let's see. Tell me about the Dark Selves before we merge.
Nico was a tracker for the army once. Her acrobatic skills and fearsome fighting style are well hidden behind her cheerful disposition.
Okay, that's one of our Dark Selves. I guess that's all we get. I am ready to face Hygo. Teleport me to the void.
Hey, where am I? We are in the realm of shadows.
The Shadow Nexus is the gateway to the void. Tetsu will open the path into the void for us. There we will merge.
Let's go.
Oh, there's circles. That's handy. Designated merchant.
To begin the ceremony, we must give praise and thanks to Tetsu.
I praise Tetsu, Elco.
I praise Tetsu?
With conviction, man. You're talking directly to God. I praise you, Lord Tetsu. I praise you, Tetsu.
He's literally God.
I give thanks to Tetsu the Unifier. Praise unto him, Tetsu, guardian of Sudeki.
Praise to Tetsu.
Praise to, Tetsu?
I like how he has to think about it. Like, what was God's name again?
Tetsu, the bringer of unity. Call out my name as Hygu draws his last breath. And Sudeki shall be reborn. Now is the second age of unity. Your destiny awaits. Join with your shadows.
Buki?
I am whole at last. Nico, you will forever be in my reflection.
Elco, your arm.
What?
Oh, get a new arm. Hello?
Huh?
Hey!
What?
It's the Queen.
Don't look.
Talos, what have you done?
The prophecy will not come to pass. I am the living embodiment of Haigu. You are but slaves to the light. This marks the beginning of the eternal night.
Then we are too late.
I call upon the powers of separation to destroy the lines of Karistan, Olivites, Libius, and Mo, now and forever. Together, but we will not be thwarted. I have the dark powers of Haigu pulsing through my veins. Which one of you is the conduit of Tetsu? Ours is an old score to settle.
Tal, don't die.
I'll try not to.
Gazelle was my brother, and now he is part of you. Have you the heart to kill your own flesh and blood?
You? You don't understand what it means to have a brother.
Oh, but I do. I know that your brother cried out your name when I slit his throat.
Well,
who'll cry out your name, Talos?
I weep for no one, and no one weeps for me.
okay. So yes, even for the final boss of the game finds an excuse for you to have only one character instead of all four. Let me caught up on chat right here. They didn't even have to do the dance. They just had to hype up God. And then they fused. Phantom Knight TV, welcome in. Those were some decent disses there, at least. Why do we want a full party anyway? Also, I mentioned before that whenever I start a new game like this, I always look to see if there's any gotchas. This is probably the biggest gotcha of the entire game, which is, like, you get a lot of upgrades that you can use for your character throughout the game. You need to use them on Tal, because Tal is the only one that faces the final boss. So whatever upgrades you have on the rest of your characters doesn't matter at the end of the game. It's just Tal. It's just the Tal show. Phantom Knight, you bought Sudeki. I hope you enjoy it when you play it. Alright. So let's start. Let's hit him with Geyser Charge. See how much damage that does.
The earth and you shall feel my rage!
A little bit. A little bit. If I could partially cheese him with Geyser Charge, that'd be really nice. This game has a lot of frustrating elements to it, it's true. Oh, jeez! And he hits really hard. I don't remember how to block. There we go. Let me heal up. Wow, he did a shitload of damage. Let me go ahead and cast Iron Warrior. That'll give me some more defense at least.
Stand behind me. We shall not fall.
And then another Geyser Charge. I mean, we got plenty of recovery items. I can just get more SP if need be.
The earth and you shall feel my rage!
Time out! Let me shotgun some healing potions, please. Actually curious how much damage I do if I actually just wail on him. Let me heal up before I start doing anything silly like that. Ooh. Ooh. I really wish there was a lock-on in this game too. That's desperately needed. Just that last hit there. Oh, this seems bad.
You will die here, my friend.
Oh, good. Good, he summons clones. Excellent. I was just hoping there was going to be more of him. Shotgun another healing potion. Let's try Blade Dance. We've never actually tried this one out. It did not do nearly as much damage as I was hoping it would.
You will die here, my friend.
I can't move! Oh, jeez! Crap! Oh my god! Well, that seems a little bit unfair. And by a little bit unfair, I mean completely, totally unfair. Oop, I always teleporting around. That was a good hit. Oh, he blocks too, of course he does. At least I heal a little bit when I wail on him like that. Oh, I missed two of that. Ow! Dang it. Heal up again. We took off a decent chunk of his health there at least.
You will die here, my friend.
Oh, what is this now? Ah! Oh, he hit me with every status condition, naturally. Oh, and he's got regen on. Wonderful. We've got, what is it, Blazing? No. Golden Panacea. There we go, that healed everything there. Then we need to get some health back. Restores all HP? Sure. Oh, and I was able to dispel his stuff. Because I've got a 50% chance to do that, remember? Beautiful. Nice. Come on. Oh, what is this now? Oh god, run! Ow! Shit! Healing elixir. Ow! And then... I think tincture, sure. Get away from the edge. Better not be stuck at the edge. Oh, I can't get away. Nice. Got a couple hits in there. Ooh, knocked me down. Come on!
You can't resist my power!
Alright, he's summoning clones, so probably just gonna see if I can spin move to kill him again. Heal up too. Go. And then blade dance. Yeah, the camera's not exactly helping things here, is it? It was not as effective as it was last time. That worked a little bit better. Keep it going. I haven't used any SP restores. I can afford to get a little bit spendy with my SP here. Oh, what now? Oh god, I don't have an SP for Iron Warrior.
I shall lead us to victory.
That'll give me a little bit more defense at least, since I don't know that I can avoid him walloping me here. Ow! Alright. That definitely helped a lot. Shit! He almost killed me right there. There we go. Come on. All right, let me recover my SP a bit. See if I can get a big SP revive in here. Restores all SP. There we go. Perfect. Ooh, that hurt a lot. Shit. Where was that? Healing tincture, there we go. Let me just try spinning to win here. See what that does for us. That seems to do a pretty reasonable amount of damage. Can I spam it at him? I mean, I'll need to recover SP at some point. Oh god.
Feel my wrath.
Now he's doing this again. Let me put Iron Warrior back on. That seemed to help a lot with the damage.
I shall lead us to victory.
Ooh, that hurts. Ow! So BS. Ow! Come on! Healing tincture. Oh good, he's got another one immediately. Oh, this is the one where he's gonna get regen here. Gonna get some of his health back. Alright, so immediately after you use Golden Panacea. Actually no, I didn't get the I didn't get hit with the conditions, that's weird. But I dispelled his. That's a good thing. Let's use... There's 100 SP. Blade Dance again. Come on, Blade Dance again. He's so low. Did I do it?
You can't keep us apart anymore. I praise you, Tetsu!
And so the fable fell into the past. Sudeki was born bright at last. When truth besought, the truth will out, and brightness cast the darkness out. Know thyself with all your faults, and all before you will see you as you truly are.
Thanks, Tom Baker. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Sudeki. Oh. Yeah, relentlessly, that was what I was thinking. Every time it zooms in on him, I'm like, what now? Why does he get a bunch of unavoidable attacks? That seems like bullshit. Spin to win worked. Spin to win worked. And thank you, everybody, for the GGs. I think Tetsu, that's over. Rin, you don't know if you should be saying GG for finishing or just because you know I'll have to play it. I'll take either / both. Oh my god. Chris Technician, thank you for the posture check. That's a good thing. Everybody else, jump in on this. Stretch it out real quick. Oh man. Especially because I was super tensed up in that boss fight. Thank you, Emperor. I appreciate it. Oh, jeez. So what did you folks think of the game? I want to hear your opinions. I think we did have a couple people in here that have played this before, so what was it like seeing it after all these years? And for anybody that hasn't played it before, what did you think watching it now? I'm very curious. Giving a moment's fair. Like I said, I initially thought this game was going to be pretty neat. I thought it had a lot of interesting ideas. I was all prepared to really enjoy the game. Emperor, thank you so much for the gift sub too. Bad game design. I'll take that as a review right there. Gift sub number 1,501. Very much appreciated. Phantom, I felt like everyone should have been there last fight. That would have been such a great culmination. We had all these characters. We spent all game buffing them up. Why did they not get to participate? That's so weird. Warded, thanks for giving me ideas for what I can inflict onto my buddies. I gotcha. Nano, I like the environment design, but everything else is bad game design. I liked the music. Music was kind of cool. I liked the fact that it was FPS for ranged characters and third person for melee. That was neat. I still think that was an interesting idea. Elco was the worst. I have not forgiven Elco. Elco can go to hell. Yeah, here's your party. Now play the game without them. That's such a weird decision. Like, I always complain, like, when we play party-based RPGs where there's, like, one level where you just have one guy. And that's bad enough, but this was most of the game. They're like, we're gonna take these characters away, we're gonna take these characters away. Now we're gonna put them back together. Now we're gonna split them off again. So weird. Like one of the biggest points of advertising for this game is you get 4 characters and they just don't make good use out of them, which is super frustrating. John, very big early 2000s throwback there. I'm trying to think what else. The fact that all the bosses were solo fights was super frustrating. Like, for some of them, I could see what they were trying to do, but for some of them, like that awful Elco fight, like just that was bad. It defeated the whole point of having a party if every character was meant to be strong enough to survive solo fights like that. Yeah, Emperor, I agree. It felt like there was a lot of game design ideas that were pulling the game in a lot of different directions, and just they weren't able to settle on a lot of things. They don't have a consistent mechanical through line in the game. In Japan, this game sold over 6,200 units in its lifetime, making it the 78th best-selling Xbox game of all time in the country. Xbox, the original Xbox especially, was notorious as a bad seller in Japan, so I wouldn't be surprised. 6,200 for the entire country of Japan. That's wild. They threw a lot of things at the wall, but I think someone must have coated that wall in nonstick film. Oh, I'm actually disappointed because I really did want to like this game, and there was a lot of elements that were interesting. And I feel like with the toolbox you have in this game, it is possible to build a game that'd be a 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10, just a very solid experience. Where at the end you're just sort of nodding, going, yeah, that was all right. Yeah, I didn't mind that. I think you could. I believe they could. This wasn't it, but I think it's possible. God, that voice acting. They clearly spent a lot of money getting Tom Baker in there and then just did not have any money for the rest of the voice acting. Let's see. Music was done in part by Rob Bridgett, known for Chronicles of Narnia, Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, Shadow the Tomb Raider, and Prototype. Holy shit! All right, there's somebody that actually has some interesting credits. Thank you for looking that up, Nano. There were some really good tracks in this game. Like, most of them didn't seem to belong where they put them, but, like, some real bangers. So on a scale of 1 to 11, how would you rate this game? I'm going to try and be fair here. I'm going to say, if you're better than me and you bring all the characters up to a reasonable level for pure combat power, I'd say this game's a 4. If you're like me and you have Elco, who is not built for combat, I'd say a 3. I think that's more fair. Let's see. The list that was pulled from had 143 entries, with the last one, All-Star Baseball 2003, selling just 496 copies. Cripes. I suppose when you have a console, its biggest selling point is FPSs. The few people that do end up picking it up are probably not big baseball fans as well. That's a bit of a long shot. Chris, do you think that's pretty fair right there? You had 420, Rose! You went bust on the funny number. Oh no. Oh my god. So it's a little early, but I need to rest and recuperate, I think, after having survived Sudeki. But I am pleased that we got through it. I did definitely spend the last 2 days considering whether I should just say, you know, no more Sudeki, we're done. But luckily I think the big thing I was worried about is I thought there was more escort quests than we had. Because they could have, if they wanted to be mean, they could have squeezed another 3 fights in there on the way to New Brighthaven. They didn't. I'm really glad, but that could have been a lot worse if they wanted it to be. So thank you for that, game makers, for making your escort quests not as awful as it could have been. Don't put escort quests in games, though. Stop doing that. I am absolutely 100% going to uninstall it after this. Because sometimes that's cathartic. Just feels good to get it off your PC and just go, well, that's done. So, buy a new PC. Bring a priest over to bless it. Get all the dark spirits out of there. Sudeki, it's not as bad as it could have been. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will remind everybody of the schedule. Tomorrow, we are going to be starting and finishing Octodad. And that also means that on Sunday, we're going to be starting yet another new game. I'll be announcing that tomorrow, so look forward to that. But it's going to be another obscure console game. So look forward to that. I'm going to be curious if anybody in here has played this one before. We shall see. So, as always, thank you very much for being here. I appreciate having you all with me. This is not a game I would have been able to get through without all of your support. So thank you all for being here, laughing, cheering me on, tolerating me and this game. I appreciate it. Thank you for that. But of course, we do have one last thing to do before we call it quits. And as ever, that is... let's see who all else is online. So, if you are not done watching for today, hopefully we can send you somewhere cool. I would like the opportunity to, so make sure to hit follow if you're not already following. That'll be the easiest way to find me. Either tomorrow or any point in the future if you would like to come back. We'd love to have you. And while I'm looking to see who all is online right now, there's some links in chat you might want to check out if you haven't seen them before as well, including a link to my YouTube if you want to check out any of the games I have played in the past, or get caught up on Sudeki if you're wondering what the heck happened there. And there's also a link to my Discord right there if you would like to chat with me or the rest of the community outside of the stream. We would love to have you, so feel free to jump in there, absolutely. And where do we have some really interesting options today. Ooh, decisions. Let's see, I think, oh, this is a tough one. I think let's head over here, because this is a game I tried and it was a little bit too jank for me, but I think it's a really interesting game to watch though. I think this is something you might want to check out if you haven't seen it before. Ladies and gentlemen, I would love if you would join us as we go raid fellow retro streamer Pixel Turkey. Pixel Turkey, very cool retro streamer, plays a lot of interesting stuff, most definitely. And today she is playing Shadow of the Comet, which is a very old school Lovecraftian point and click game, which I think is very cool. And seeing Lovecraftian games from way back when, I think that's very interesting. Buddy, join me over there. Say hi to Pixel Turkey. Hang out for a bit. Throw her a follow if you like what she's doing. But hey, if you've got other things to do, I will just say as I always do, have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're at in the world. And we'll see you folks tomorrow for Octodad. Take care of yourselves till then, everybody.